Ethereum is testing a crucial support level, and if that sounds interesting, make sure to continue watching this video. Hey guys, Pingu Charts here. Welcome back to another Ethereum analysis video. As always, if you do enjoy my content, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you guys are interested in free $600 Bitcoin, make sure to check out the link in the bio. As you guys can see from yesterday's video on Ethereum, we failed to break above that 1658 resistance level and had a beautiful push breaking down. We had one last pullback before we finally saw this bearish engulfing candle about to retest the 1526, and now we're consolidating right above that level. Of course, it looks like Ethereum is looking somewhat short-term bullish because of the fact that we are above these exponential moving averages still, and we can definitely possibly retest at 1658, find it as consolidation, and then that continuation up. But there are a few things to notice. Number one, of course, is the fact that you can see that we have 3 wicks right over here rejecting this area, acting as resistance again. This does create a lower low formation, so we have to be very careful about entering any sort of long positions. Ideally, the take profit levels would be around that 1526 to see whether or not Ethereum bulls can actually take control of this level, use it as support, and then a continuation higher. Now, if we don't see that aspect and we obviously see a break of this formation, then the next take profit level will probably be around here, around the 1477. We can possibly be looking for a small bounce situation here, look for this kind of pattern, and then the downside. This is starting to look like a head and shoulder pattern. For those of you that don't know what that is, you have a left shoulder, you have a head, and then you have a right shoulder that forms. And again, this is on an uptrend, so that can definitely happen as well. We just have to be very careful about not entering a little bit too soon and trying to get wicked out. Ideally, what we want to see is a small wick, enter on that wick, and then play that formation to the downside. But of course, if that wick does take us above that resistance level, then that move is invalidated. Anything above that 1658 would just be a continuation pattern. It wouldn't be a head and shoulder pattern, so we have to be very careful about that. As you guys can see on the lower time frames right now, we are still above the exponential moving averages, and we did have this beautiful formation right here with this beautiful engulfing candle. You can see that we had that gravestone doji form up on the hourly, followed by a bearish candle, and then we had the massive move to the downside. This sort of pattern does happen quite a bit on the hourly time frame, so you can definitely keep an eye on those. But as of right now, we are pretty much just hugging these exponential moving averages, and it looks like we are slowly laddering up. You guys know how I feel about slowly laddering up. Usually that happens, and then we see a massive bearish engulfing candle. So I'd be very curious to see when this ladder does end. Of course, if it does end around that 1658 level, that would just give me more bias to obviously playing that head and shoulder pattern. But if we do see the drop from here, then that is a confirmation as well. Now, of course, on the overall time frames for Ethereum, we are still looking for that 1787 to play out because of the fact that you guys can see that's pretty much where the move set started. We are definitely in this inverse bark formation that is being formed. You can see that we had this pretty much move, had this consolidation, and now looking to retest those highs. But if we do see a drop right here, this would also be invalidated. So we have to be very careful about a fake out situation and see whether or not Ethereum bulls can actually take control of these levels. But that's pretty much all I have for you guys today. As always, if you do enjoy my content, make sure to hit that like and subscribe button. If you guys are interested in free $600 Bitcoin, make sure to check out the link in the bio, and I hope you guys have a